Mrs. Serial Killer, which released on May 1st, 2020 on Netflix, is a story of a doting wife named Sona Mukherjee, played by Jacqueline Fernandez, whose husband Mrityunjoy Mukherjee, played by Manoj Bajpayee, gets framed for a series of murders. In order to prove his innocence, the wife sets out committing crime exactly like a serial killer. The story shows how she goes about doing the crime and in the end has some twists and turns. Mrs. Serial Killer movie is directed by Shirish Kunder and produced by his wife Farah Khan. It's Shirish Kundar's fourth directorial film, with movies like Janeman, Joker, the Bollywood one, and Kriti to his name before as a director. Kriti was his latest short film, which supposedly was a good psychological thriller, however was muddled in controversy over plagiarism with a movie called Bob, made by Nepali filmmaker Anil Nupane. Does this film, Mrs. Serial Killer, have enough to give you the thrills that a typical psychological thriller should? We will find out in this review. Hello friend, my name is Abhay and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe if you like movies and would like to go through their reviews. Let's get into the pros and cons of the movie. Starting with pros. The movie storyline in general is good, showing how a well-known and respected doctor gets framed for serial killings and how far his wife goes to prove his innocence. The story has some twists and turns which could work for a thriller if executed well. Sadly, this is not the case in terms of execution of the plot. Acting by Mohit Raina and Manoj Bajpayee is commendable and adds to the backbone of the movie despite of the bad overall direction. Mohit Raina plays the cop Imran Shahid, who gets Mrityunjoy Mukherjee framed for serial killings as the story begins. Sadly, those are the only pros of the movie. Now coming to the cons. I'm not sure with what frame of mind this movie was directed by Shirish Kunder. Either it was intentionally done to be a comedy of sorts or turned out to be with dialogues, acting and overall execution. The story starts out pretty serious with cop discovering bodies of murder victims in the place owned by the doctor Mrityunjoy Mukherjee and eventually gets him arrested for it. And then the wife goes about planning and committing a crime like the serial killer would. This is where the direction, dialogues and acting become kind of a comedy. Jacqueline as an actor really fails to deliver in this role, with the lack of range of emotions required in the scenes. In the end, the plot loses its seriousness. It is only during when Mohit Raina or Manoj Bajpayee are there in the scenes that any seriousness to the story could be felt. Also, in terms of lighting in the movie, the scenes have this strange neon lighting used throughout, which makes it feel like the director is trying pretty hard to show that it's a dark psychological thriller. In summary, with only positives like a good storyline and a couple of good actors, the movie overall fails to create an impact that a dark psychological thriller should create due to the non-impressive dialogues, direction and acting, earning an IMDb rating of just 3.5 out of 10.